Welcome back to Investago TV's weekly review, your go-to source for global economic updates, market trends, and financial insights. Ready? Let's get started. Former President Trump recently proposed creating a sovereign wealth fund to address national debt, funded by tariffs on imports. He envisioned using the fund to invest in advanced manufacturing, defense, and medical research. However, just days later, reports revealed that the Biden administration is crafting a similar proposal. According to Bloomberg, Biden's aides, including NSA Jake Sullivan and Dale Singh, have been working on the project for a month. The plan remains vague, but critical details such as structure and funding still undetermined. Both initiatives, if enacted, would likely exacerbate the national debt, which already exceeds $35.3 trillion. Macroeconomic statistics are increasingly detached from the reality many Americans face. Restaurants struggle, bills climb, and jobs become more insecure, while the numbers presented by media often feel misleading. The rise of data collection starting in the 1930s was initially meant to help government planners manage the economy, but the gap between reported figures and actual experiences has grown. For instance, the inflation data presented by Bureau of Labor Statistics (BLS) often conflicts with industry-reported price increases. Additionally, statistical models like the BLS birth-death rate for businesses skew job numbers, creating a false economic picture. Trust in these statistics is eroding, leaving many feeling skeptical about the validity of economic reporting. Kamala Harris is proposing price controls on groceries, an idea that history has shown repeatedly leads to a disaster. Grocery stores operate on razor-thin margins, often making just 1 to 2 cents on the dollar, meaning that any attempt to cap prices would inevitably lead to closure and shortages. As costs continue to rise due to inflation, grocery stores would go bankrupt, leaving only larger chains selling fewer food items and more non-food products. The effect would ripple through a food supply chain, bankrupting producers and eventually farmers, leading to widespread food shortages. Price controls have consistently failed from France to Venezuela and could push the US towards economic collapse if implemented. Brazil's annual inflation eased slightly in August, with prices rising 4.24% year-over-year, close to analysts' expectations. Monthly inflation stood at minus 0.02%, helped by a decrease in housing and food costs. However, rising education expenses and still hot economy are pushing inflation projections well above the central bank's 3% target. Investors anticipate a hike in the benchmark interest rate, Selic, from its current 10.5% amid concerns over increased public spending and weakening currency. The central bank faces uncertainty, especially as President Lula's ally, Gabriel Galipalo, is set to take over as governor in December. We're signing off for today. Don't forget to stay updated and follow us on our social media. Keep up the great work and see you next time.